All right. All right, everyone. Welcome back to the Vultyr Chronicles. We are continuing where we left off with our intrepid heroes and the site of the war that they are currently in. Tonight, we are not joined by Mags, Bree, and tonight, hopefully, nothing horrible happens to the rest of you. So, who can give me a brief recap of what happened last session? All right. Mhm. All right. Uh, at the end of the last session, there was a loud crash of thunder and the sky lit up. And above everyone, there was a much larger bat shaped figure in the sky. Um, Number 24, give me a perception check. All right, you will be able to see this. All right, so as you are in the middle of combat, facing off against enemies all around you, you notice a loud bark.
I look up. Does it sound like Noodles' bark?
Oh, it's Noodles. And
What's-
Noodles is charging towards a running orc towards you.
He's charging towards what?
An orc that is running towards your group. And he hits that orc. And he is going to do because Noodles is special.
One might say he's a special noodle.
Oh no, he only does 3 points of damage with his bite. But he does bring the orc down.
Nice.
Now, since the orc is down, you do have a chance to finish him off. He is currently prone, and you have advantage against him.
Okay. I'd like to swing at him with my mace.
All right. You hit him.
Okay, so then damage is a d6 plus 1. What'd you say, Kenny?
He said you had advantage to hit him, so you roll again.
Oh, yeah, can I roll again and possibly crit?
You can.
Since
You can.
For real. Fucking real.
All right, looks like you still hit him.
That's my roll then. That's
he's still prone. Because Noodles is a much larger dog than normal.
I picture him like an Irish wolfhound.
Think like a much bigger mastiff in this world. Maybe like a little bit bigger than that.
Oh, word.
So
It's
the
like
big floofy Tibetan Mastiff.
It's like a pony.
Pretty much. But he's pretty much mostly muscle than fur.
Oh, so a dog the size of a pony.
Pretty much. And
so not Sakadoge.
Actually, with the help of Noodles and your hit, since he is prone and you're doing more damage to him since he can't really do anything to fight you back, you and Noodles successfully kill this orc. Uh,
But was it a friendly orc?
no,
Oh, okay.
no, this was not a friendly orc.
Well, it's me. What's up?
All right. When last we left you, you were face to face with
A Gul'dan looking motherfucker?
yeah, the orcish shaman looking fucker.
Yep. I believe I precisely said, I'm going to kick him in the dick.
I mean, you did say that you were going to kick him in the dick, but the fleeing orcs that were trying to escape from you after you killed their boss at that point in time looked at him and knew better about it and started to turn around and fight. So now you have more orcs in front of you again.
So it's Christmas come early for Snickstick.
For him, yes. All right, I need you to make a reflex save as one orc is trying to swing towards you.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Reflex save?
Reflex save.
Fuck.
Nah, that's enough to get you past. You're good. You are good. You make it. Oh, you successfully dodge out of his attack. Now, are you going to attack him or try to make your way towards the Gul'dan fucker?
Oh no, I'm going to acrobatics my ass through this horde to go towards Gul'dan.
All right.
And that's a nat 20. 28 total
You
to fly through the fucking horde.
Your dodge successfully launches you off of said orc, pushing him forward and propelling you towards Gul'dan.
It's just a fucking doom diver goblin over here.
Yes, that's exactly what you're doing. So at this point in time, you also are rolling. You're rolling to attack him, but you also have advantage because you surprise the ever-living shit out of him.
Dope. I pull my daggers out of their poison sheaths.
Uh-huh.
Let's see here. Where's the right here? No, not that one. I feel like that's not set right. Okay. All right. So, so that's a crit on one dagger.
Yes, it is.
And a 24 on the second.
All right. Roll damage on the second one, and then we'll do the crit after that.
All right. Popping Fury of the Small.
Oh, Lord.
And I did say these were my poison daggers.
Yes, you did.
So that will actually, where is my dice roller? There we go. One dice category size larger for the crit. So d6 plus 5. So and all right, a total of 27 points of piercing damage.
Uh-huh.
And 10 points of poison damage.
He's still standing now. Let's go with crit.
And now he needs a con save.
Now he needs a con save. Oh boy. Let's see. DC.
Not that. 15
right.
is my standard DC. Petrification, motherfucker.
All right. And that was with the non-crit dagger, right?
Oh no, that was all the damage.
That was all of it? All right.
I think so. Hang on, let me check.
6 plus 5.
Yeah, so dagger with critical, dagger, and then poison. Yep.
All right. This orc in particular, as he thought that everything would be easy, everything would be much easier to deal with now that the rest of the orcs were turning around to fight, he noticed that a much smaller, not quite so green figure is rushing towards him. He goes to make one sound, but is immediately silenced as two daggers, one going directly towards his throat, one going directly towards his eye, silences him. When I mean silence, he is slowly turning to stone.
Does he make any attack action at me?
Oh no, he doesn't.
Oh, okay.
Varrigan, on to you.
Just one quick thing, Corey. He
Yes.
will get a second save in effectively the next round, but if he fails that one, he's turned to stone.
Oh, I'll probably make that roll soon enough anyway. And
Okay,
see
okay.
what the hell happens. All right, Varrigan. You and your group are still being besieged by the more human-like figures. You and your group do hear Negnuli, like continuously shouting orders, fighting off groups of what looks like dark elves, possibly other humans, maybe an orc or two, and he looks like he's doing fine. I need you to make me a perception check. You see enough. As you fight your way through most of the enemy assailants, you see a group of your own guys, not your own guys, but groups in the military start coming to help Nick Newley. And one guy stands out to you because he's bigger than most other humans. It's Scooter, and the rest of it looks like his boys. As all this is happening, as the fighting continues and Nick Newley took a very bad hit to the head, it looked like Scooter was going to help him up. But when he helps him up, lifts him off of the ground, raises his sword, and jams it into Nick Newley's throat, dropping him to the ground. Pretty far. Like you would have to fight your way through just to get to him, and it looks like he's walking away. Yes, you do. All right, so all of you make a con check as the bat in the sky screeches one more time. All right, Snick. Oh, God. All right. The screech is deafening for Varrigan and 24. Snick, you seem to be unfazed by this.
Snick's got too much wax in his ears. Or orc guts, one of the two.
He's full of murderous rage.
Can't hear except for the sound of red rum, red rum, red rum, red rum.
He's just too busy having a good time.
At this, as the fighting continues and the screech seems to be crippling most of your forces, but some of the enemy forces who haven't made the save, there is another flash of light in the sky. But instead of hearing like a loud screeching sound of a bat, you hear the large cry of a very large predatory bird. Everyone roll perception.
Me.
Now you all see this. As another bolt of lightning streaks through the sky, you see a large golden brown hawk swoop down towards the giant bat.
Thunderbird.
Not really a thunderbird. Every one of you, give me a knowledge religion.
I'm halfway decent at that.
I mean, you all should have it anyway.
I am the worst cleric.
No, you all pretty much know who this is, or have an inkling of who this is. It is the manifestation of one of the gods, and they are coming down to assist.
Oh, that's bad. Even Snickstick pauses like, oh, that's bad.
In the sky, the bat looks at the hawk, and they both meet each other in midair. And the sound of both of their bodies crashing into each other leaves a large gust of wind pushing away at everything below.
Kaiju fight.
Yes, kaiju fight.
The number 24 is like, let them fight.
Reflex save, all of you. Apparently. All right.
Whatever happens, I'm ready for it.
Okay. Snick Second 24, you two managed to get a hold of something to not be completely blown away.
Probably the rapidly hardening orc in front of me.
Probably. Varigan, you're not quite so lucky, but you do manage to crash into some of your own men who managed to keep you upright. When most of the dust is settled and the sounds of flapping wings and monstrous battle cries in the sky are continuously being heard, the entirety of your camp and most of the battlefield looks like a massive storm hit it. Barely anything is standing. People are trying to stand. Even the giants that were there are having trouble standing. At this point in time, you all hear a horn, and you all know this horn. It is the sound of retreat. All right. So, with your commanding officer dead, command now leaves to Mags, and she is issuing orders to make a full retreat to anyone who is able.
For some reason in my head, I just pictured like a lone bagpiper started playing closing time.
No. Off in the distance, you all hear a second horn, but it's coming possibly from the enemy side. It also sounds like a horn of retreat. Now, what do you all do once you hear this horn? Right? Uh-huh. She just says, "Get the hell away from here," because you all know that if an avatar of a god has shown up to help in this fight, It means get out of the fucking way fast. Yes, you would have. All of you would have seen maps of the surrounding area. Hmm. Yep. When you do this, you notice that at least 5 of your men are not getting back up. Okay. Okay. Uh, okay. Snake stick. What do you do when you hear this?
You should probably do me last.
Oh boy. All right. 24. What do you do when you hear the sound of retreat?
Number 24 signals the medics to grab anyone and everyone that they can, and then hops on Noodles and starts riding away.
All right. Out of your team, about 10 don't seem like they're standing. And there are people who are checking up on them.
Like 10 of the
And
medics aren't standing, or there's 10 people down and the medics
10
are helping?
10 of the medics are not standing.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like Varrigan said, it be like that sometimes.
All right.
Like we gotta go grab anyone that could survive, throw them on the wagons and get the wagons out of here. Like just stuff people in the wagons and let's go. So yeah, number 24 is trying to direct people into the wagons and the wagons to roll
All
out.
right. As you're doing this, people do report back saying that a lot of the wagons are destroyed, but there are those that can be used and are serviceable. And they are trying to usher as many people as they possibly can, because it was chaos before, now it's just fucked now. All right, Stick. You're still attached to this orc.
I'm gonna keep plugging them with daggers until it starts clinking.
Well, at that point in time, it does clink.
Oh, okay. I look down at him.
Yeah, he's down. I really didn't. I wasn't gonna make him roll for this. It was like he's dead as shit.
I curse at him in Goblin, and then I pop up onto his shoulders and look around, trying to get a bearing on the situation.
Perception. All right. With that, you do notice that a lot of the surrounding area is devastated. There are small pockets of fire. A lot of the bat flyers that were around are on ground. Most of their riders are dead. Some of the bats are still alive, mostly wounded. There are a few that are able to get up and fly away. Um, you do notice that there's a griffin in the sky. And you do see streaming red hair and a red cloak.
Ah, fuck. Well, that answers that question.
Yeah, and it looked like he's not fighting. He's running.
Son of a bitch. All right. Well, I look around for any of my officer or sergeants and shit who are still alive, any of my command team, and start barking orders. Fall back to our prepared position with Company 5.
The majority of your team is still alive, except for one of the elves. One of the elves didn't make it.
We all knew the risks, but yeah, no, we take our prepared options and run back to Company 5. Company 5 who fucked off before the battle started, or well, technically while the battle was starting. So our wagon is mysteriously missing.
All right. Well, as
and
everyone,
I have first and second company stay with me, and we cover the retreat just in case.
As retreats are being made, there are still small pockets of fighting. A lot of it from the enemy forces that have come to and are still fighting. Some of it looks like infighting between, soldiers that just don't care anymore and are trying to do what they can to survive.
This is why I'm covering the retreat.
You do notice that the fighting above the sky between the two godlike beings is still going on. And it looks like neither one of them are actually gaining an actual advantage. But eventually something bad is going to happen if you stay in this area.
Not trying to stay in this area long. Just long enough to make it so that it's not if we were to turn tail and run and do a math, bunny rabbit running, shit come up behind us and start poking our booties. More of we're the first and second scout companies are currently holding a collapsing line.
Cool.
And if there's pockets of resistance like you're talking about, we're reinforcing guys that we know. But if it's infighting on our side, we just ignore it.
Be. All right.
If it's infighting on their side, we just pull those and shoot.
No. After, let's say, about 20 minutes of the retreat order being called, you notice that there is a brighter than normal spell being thrown off.
Can we tell from where?
You know what it is.
Oh.
You know that it's Christopher making a signal for the rest of you to follow.
At Christopher's order, scouts break rank and pull.
Now, Varrigan and 24, you both see this. There's no perception roll needed for this because it is literally bright in the sky. Do you two make your way towards it? All right. Number 24.
Yeah, likewise, once I see that everybody else is moving in the correct direction, I will turn around.
All right. Okay. So everyone does make it to where Christopher is. It is about a mile away from where everything was. And he is on his griffin with, let's say, a good number of soldiers or military staff around him. Everyone looks haggard, tired. There are people who are still injured. There are groups from other companies there. And when you all arrive, Christopher just walks over to you, kind of looks directly towards Snickstick.
Don't hit me.
No, he just ignores you and then looks up at the sky. And he just says, "This is the first time that one of the gods came down for anything or used an avatar for anything. Yes. No, it is not.
I look around for Mags.
Max is there.
She owes me money.
She kind of gives you a look and just says, just kind of shakes her head like, not now. She asked by who. She
just whips around and is like, that fucking fat bastard. I'm gonna kick him in the dick.
You all do notice that Scooter, his boys, and it looks like a lot of other soldiers that you may have seen are not present.
Oh yeah, they probably fucking deserted.
So Christopher just looks at the battle in the sky because it can be seen, it can be heard, and it is literally destroying the area where it's happening. And then he looks to the rest of the assembly, and he basically says, "Get out of here! Everyone, leave! We need to figure out what's going on, but we can't do it. We can't do it as normal." I'm pretty sure both our forces and the enemy forces are not strong enough for anything like that.
Number 24 just points out, I think they've disbanded the army.
I'm pretty sure that is the case, but then again, our enemies will probably multiply faster than we will. So, everyone, if you wish to return home, go home. If you wish to return to your families, return to your families. I have other work that I need to do. And Snickstick, I will.
Shut up, I'm coming with you.
No.
Hmm?
No. You and your group need to remain together. I may have work for the rest of you. So I need you to lie low for a while. But don't get killed.
That sounds like AWOL.
It's not AWOL if it's a direct order.
I could write myself a furlough.
I will make it. I will send detailed reports. But in the meantime, everyone leave. And at that time, he gets on his griffin and just flies away. And when he does, you all do notice your cart is kind of off to the side. Yep.
Not gonna lie, I didn't really have much of a choice in the matter.
They both jump down from the driver's seat, and you do notice that it looks like they've been in one hell of a fight because Patterson is holding his right arm, and Gray looks to be sporting several scars on his face now. Both of them look to be blood splattered. Their weapons are still in hand, but they have that look on their face, like they really don't want to be here anymore. Oh, they've seen far more shit than they care to realize.
Snick just looks at the pair of them and is like, so how much blood is that of yours and how much of it is someone else's? Or in this case, a lot of someone else's.
Patterson just looks down at himself, then back up at you, and it says, they just kept coming.
Just pulls 2 health potions off his belt and hands one to each of them.
They take them and just down them.
Mm-hmm. Why don't you boys climb in the back and get some sleep, or rest, or sit, and something, and we're gonna throw fucking knowledge of... What's the equivalent of knowledge local?
Just give me a straight knowledge. Like, just give me a straight intelligence.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Snickstick was trying to think of a nearby castle, and the only one that he could think of right now is, that's not a castle, that's fucking Kristoff's tower, and that's a ways away.
Yeah. Go ahead. With your knowledge, you do know that you could go back to Evan Reach, because that would get you away from this field and any possible enemies that may attack you. But you do know that that is at least a several days ride back.
Snickstick just raises his hand a moment and is like, wait a second. And Durston goes and runs to the back of the cart and dives in his barrel. There's some rumbling around, some parchment gets thrown out. And he pops it back out and holds up a map. That map. We got a good fortified town in the area that we can all just go crash.
Let's see.
Preferably with stone walls.
While you're looking, Mags does come over to look at the map. And she does say that if we circle around and head north, there is a small town that we can go to, and it is far away from the fighting, and we can rest there, but it will just have to be us. We are going to have to send everyone else home.
Well, that's what I mean.
As far as possible.
I'm sure that while we have a large majority of soldiers here, there are that lived through this. There are still groups that, say, for example, like Scooters, who, if they got uppity, could take over a small town, maybe even a small fort, and set up bandit activity. What I'm saying is we need to release our people to head back, but preferably maybe some of them don't want to stay on as like town guards in areas, like people who don't have homes to go back to.
You do notice that Patterson and Gray kind of look to each other and then back to the rest of you and say, the both of us are going to head back to Evan Reach. We can possibly keep an eye and ear open for anything around here. And I'm pretty sure we can find all of you, but it might take some time. And if we do get wind of Scooter and his boys,
Merry Bounded Brigands,
we will let you know immediately where they are and how big their forces are.
I mean, that's appreciated. But also, Mags, for the record, historically, I don't do that good in towns.
Mm,
Lot of racist assholes.
Max just kind of looks at you and says, "Can't you disguise yourself?"
All right, so funny story. No.
Okay. Max just kind of looks at you again. Just hide.
Oh, that
You
I'm good
do
at.
that.
So I gotta go live in hiding. See, this is why I told Christopher I wanted to go with him. But no one thinks of the difficulties that Goblin Help has.
I'm pretty sure that most people may know about you because there is only one goblin, one, that has an entire hatred of orcs stronger than anything alive.
All right, look, you don't have to talk dirty to me, but at the same time, I'm liking it.
Just get in the cart. Let's just go.
I get in the cart and stop being a shit.
What do you tell your men? With that, your men do give you a one last final salute. Few of them look to be talking about going to Evan Reach with Patterson and Gray to at least find some form of work there. Some of them are talking about returning home, returning to families. And the one who was your standard bearer says that he wishes to stay on and try and help out as much as he can because when he joined, he didn't have a family, so he really has nowhere else to return to. 24.
Yes.
A lot of your remaining clerics are discussing about where they wish to go. Some of them have made mention of going back to Everreach to at least set up a more stable medical center there. Some of them are also trying to return home, look for other work. A lot of them are trying to at least try and help out as much as possible anywhere they can. So a lot of them will be just roaming from place to place.
I encourage them to do what they think is best, especially setting up the hospital somewhere else. I do discourage them from traveling alone. Whatever they decide to do, I tell them don't go alone. Keep together if possible.
There is a good number of the infantry, and they do promise all of you that they are sticking with people who are splitting, so that if anything happens, they're all not alone, and that they do have at least some form of numbers if they do get ambushed or attacked. A lot of people are saying their goodbyes, settling odd past debts. A lot of people are saying goodbye to Noodles because he kind of was a little mascot for your unit, even though he does come up to the waist of a lot of people, and some of the more smaller of your group are just looking up at the massive dog.
So, the scouts ain't getting off so lucky.
What are your final orders for your scouts?
I just am in the back of the wagon, and I hail up on it, and I shout out, "If you're a scout company under Snick Stick, get the fuck over here. We need to have a team meeting."
Oh boy. So the remaining scouts that you have do come over. You do notice that it's about half of what you had,
Well, fuck.
but you do see a good number of your commanding officers, minus the elf that went with you on your scouting mission before the attack.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was one of my sergeants.
Yep.
All right. So I look at him, and I'm like, "You bunch of bastards. Y'all getting off easy." They done and went and disbanded the army. Yay! Everyone can go the fuck home. That's what y'all thinking, right? Well, I got bad news for you. You can go home, but you're all going to have some jobs. And Snick Stick pulls out a stack of papers and just starts writing things, signing them, and then stamping them with a ring. It's like, these are going to be little, not get out of jail free cards, but if someone questions you, you get to tell them you're under orders from Christopher. We all just saw what happened, and we all know what happens when big battles happen and people fuck off. Banditry and thuggatry run amok. Now, I hold you all to a higher standard. So I'm giving you guys marks that on your way home, you are going to patrol the roads and put a stop to any of this. And when you do and receive and return to your final destination, you're going to turn these in and you'll be paid. I'm not sending you home empty-handed.
Carver's the one that retrieves the stack of papers. He kind of glosses over the notes.
They are actually like written well, and as like it would be written for a court.
He kind of looks
like normal shit.
He kind of looks up at you, then just shakes his head and starts passing out each and every last one. Then he turns around, snaps a Chris salute towards you and the rest of the unit, and says, "We will send word of any and all enemy orc activity that are in the area. We are also keeping an eye on any possible deserters, their activities, and any activity from this day forward. We will keep you all posted because, unlike most people, we can find you."
That's fair. Speaking of which, Carver, I got one more thing for you. Snick Stick pops down, walks up to him, takes his hat off, holds his face up, and is like, "This is your one chance to hit me with no repercussions."
Are you absolutely
I wouldn't be offering it if I wasn't.
Okay, sir.
With a fist, not a weapon.
He knows. All right. 16.
I'm just letting him hit me.
Oh, letting it? Okay. And that is
my AC normally.
Hit you for 6.
Ow. All right. We're square. Thank you for your service.
He salutes, and just like that, well, they promptly disperse, but they hide while dispersing. Is anyone's passive perception 15 or above? Everyone else just kind of was like, where the fuck they go? Stick knows exactly where they went. He saw where they went. All right. So, you all are no longer part of the army. Everything is in complete and utter chaos. The battle above kind of seems like it's dying down. But you also all need to make perception check and one last con save. Well, you're gonna.
All right, the first one's my perception.
Uh-huh.
And then my
Jesus
con
Christ.
save. Then my con save is not great.
Okay. All right. So on perceptions, Varian, you're still going to be able to see this because people are going to point this out to you. As the battle in the sky starts to die down, you do notice that there is a gathering lightning storm coming from the giant hawk.
We need to
And
go right now.
as this is happening, a massive bolt of lightning shoots from the hawk, hitting the bat. And the bat lets out a painful cry. All of you whose con saves, well, 24 is fine. Wait, no. Was your second? Yeah, the second one was your con save. Snick stick. All right. So, Snake stick, this is gonna hurt. Varigan, this hurts you more. 24, this still hurts. The screeching of the bat and its painful cry is loud enough to make most of the creatures in the forest go crazy. Now, with a lot of this fighting and everything finished, the bat looks like it is flying away. And the hawk looks like it's not giving pursuit. The hawk lets out one more cry and then flies directly up. It promptly vanishes. All right. So, after all this, what is everyone's health total?
16.
16. 24. What is your health total?
I'm still solid at 38.
How much health do you have?
I haven't been hit.
Yes, you have. You took 20 damage last session.
Oh, then at 18. Then, yeah, 18.
All right. Varigan. 21. After everything else, and I am saying that you all have gotten healing to and from, like in the middle of several fights, you're all going to take 10 damage. But I want you all to go up to about half of your total hit points altogether right now.
Thank you. There we go. It's like I do not want to be walking around as a level 1 rogue with my health.
So, everyone gets on their respective mounts into the wagon, does whatever. And who is actually going to? No, Mags is actually going to drive the wagon and start making your way towards the north, circling around the battlefield and heading away from the horrible, horrible fight that took place here.
So,
Yes.
nah.
Hmm.
Snickstick thought about it as we were circling around.
Hmm.
He was like, Scavenger's gonna pick this place dry. I should probably get to it first. Since the big things are gone.
Perception checks.
Yeah, that's. He's gonna look before he leaps on this one.
Hi, everybody. Jesus Christ. 24 sees everything.
I've seen everything all session and not been able to do anything else.
Okay. 24 sees this clear as day. Stick, you also see this. As you're leaving and up ahead, you notice that there are figures slinking about. Stick, you know the size and shape of these figures. 24, you see them clearly. You see a few orcs, stragglers. These are orcs that are in tattered rags, bits of armor, and they look extremely, extremely hostile.
Number 24 relays this to the rest of the party.
Okay.
Snickstick just hops out the back of the wagon and starts walking. It's like, oh boy, here I go killing again.
There are.
Don't ask these questions. That somebody does.
There are about 6. One of them looks a little bit larger than the others, but that's because he is in a little bit better armor than the rest. Now then, let's roll for some good old Theater of the Mind initiative. $19, $20. Jesus. Okay. That's just this. All right, so all right, so all right. Berrigan. No, it's Snickstick. Snickstick, you are up first. The orcs in question are about 20 feet away from you.
Well, Murdering time. Stealth.
Mhm. All right.
That's a 12.
Where's your? Let's see. Where the fuck is it? Your stealth. Their passive perception is shit.
Want to know something funny?
Hmm.
That's a nat 1 on stealth. And I still got a 12.
That's
There's
on
no
skill
crit
checks.
fails. There were crit successes on skill checks, yes. I'm still laughing that I got a 12 with a 1.
Hey man, it
It's,
happens. All right.
it's literally how my character's built.
All right. So you see the bigger orc and his 5 cronies. Which one's you going for?
How far away is the big one?
The big one's kind of like advancing out front. Like they're all 20 feet away, but he's about 15.
Oh, well, hey, come here. Now let's just go do a lovely little charge. So from stealth, 25 and 18.
25 and an 18. All right. You both. All right. You hit with both.
All right. So it's 12 from the short sword, or 12 from the rapier, 9 from the short sword, and we are level what?
5.
And another 9, so 18, 28, 30 points of damage total. Because I just spring up from behind this dude and just.
All right.
Gackety gack 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 gack.
All right. He lets out a howl in pain and kind of gives out an orcish and alert to his guys that they're being attacked. Now then, Varigan, on you. Yes, there are. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yep. 18 hits him. That orc falls to the ground. All right. Yep. Mm-hmm. That one still stands. All right. So that's what. Now that one's dead. Not this round, man. Let's see. So that was big guy. You're still in stealth, right? Kenny?
No, I pop out of it to attack.
Okay.
It gives me my surprise.
All right. So he notices you now. Jesus. All right. He is swinging at you with his great axe. And does 13 hit you?
Negative, good buddy.
All right. He misses. And he's going to make his second attack because he has multi-attack. Does a 23 hit you?
That'll hit me.
All right. That is...
Uncanny dodge as a reaction.
All right. And that does...
Gives me resistance to him.
Like flat out resistance?
Yeah, basically I take half damage from him.
All right. So that is... Take 4 points of damage.
Okay.
All right. 24.
So,
All right. You have 2 dead orcs. The bigger orc is facing off with Snickstick, and there are 3 other orcs still alive.
okay. I would like to cast Spiritual Weapon, I think. Let me just read it real quick. I was in the middle of reading it.
That's okay.
Okay, so when I cast a spell, I can make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon. On a hit, the target takes force damage equal to 1d8 plus the spellcasting ability modifier. As a bonus action, I can move the weapon.
Yep.
And repeat the attack against the creature within 5 feet. Okay, so I'd like to do that. I'd like to cast Spiritual Weapon and hit, I guess, the first available target.
There are 3 orcs that are not in combat, and the big guy is kind of fighting against Nixig. So you're just rolling to cast a spell or to hit with the spell.
Yeah, I guess I have to roll to cast it.
It's just a melee. You cast the spell at a
Yeah.
location by somebody, and then you can make a melee attack with the spell's bonuses.
Okay. So your weapon is summoned. Now just make the attack.
Okay. It says it's 1d8 plus 3. Okay.
Well, you still got to hit with it. Like what is it used to attack?
So what is Sake doing? What's up, Pop? He just freaked out at something. Dude, what is it? I guess I'm attacking the one that's attacking Snickstick
Okay.
first.
No. That's still, you gotta roll the hit. Because it's still a weapon that still has to hit him.
Oh, I thought Kenny said it was just cast it and then.
Yeah, but that's the damage. The weapon still has to hit.
Yeah, you don't roll to cast the spell. You say, I cast Spiritual Weapon, it goes on a point on the map. And then at that point, you now have a secondary token that you can use to attack with. And it makes a melee attack.
Okay, I'm sorry, I misunderstood what you said.
Yeah, I apologize.
Okay, what do I add to? I'm looking on my sheet for what I add to the D20.
It would be your spell proficiency and spellcasting mod. So effectively, if you were throwing a spell attack, is how you would attack with it.
Okay, so on my sheet it says +6 spell attack. Is that what we're?
Yes.
Okay, I was making sure that was the right thing.
3 for your proficiency, and then I'm assuming 3 for your wisdom or charisma. I forget which one you are.
Well, you hit him.
Yes.
And Nope, you hit him.
Okay, do you want me to re-roll the damage?
Yeah, just re-roll the damage.
Alright, it was 1d8 plus.
All right, for 7 points of damage. All right. He's still alive.
Now, as a bonus action, you can attack with it again.
Okay.
Because that was your main action to cast it and attack with it, and then your bonus action you can attack with it, effectively giving you 2 attacks with the weapon.
Okay, I'll roll to attack.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna move it. I'm just gonna attack the same guy again.
All right.
And technically you're getting advantage because flanking, I assume?
I'm not gonna say it's flanking because it needs to be adjacent, like behind him. And you hit him. For another 6 points. All right. Now it is on the rest of these orcs. Very good. You got one charging towards you. Does a 17 hit you? All right. He misses. One of them is coming towards you, 24. And I'm guessing a 10. Yeah, 10 doesn't hit you. And another one's just going to come towards you. Very good. It's like the last one. And I'm guessing a 16 does not hit either. All right. So we are back at the top of the round.
That's me.
Yep.
Cunning action. Hide.
You're hidden.
Whoosh. Shishay away. Boink. Boink. 26, 25.
Hit.
Doink. 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 38.
38. He's looking at low. He's looking hurt. Really, really hurt. And it is on Varian. True. Yeah, you hit. $12. He's still standing. Very hurt. Uh-huh. You hit. They're both still standing. Just barely. They're barely clinging on. Yes, you can. And that is what skill to see if
Insight.
they're insight.
Or will save.
Oh boy. First one, negative. Second one, they turn and run. All right. Big guy, still on you. Snake stick. Still swinging his axe. 24.
Hits. Reaction. Uncanny dodge.
All right. It's what, rounded up or down? I'm not mistaken. We'll take halves. Take 5.
Okay.
And so try to swing again because you hurt him a lot.
That does
And he
not hit.
misses terribly. All right, that is his go. Number 24. There is a single orc on you and the orc boss.
Is anyone hurt? Like, if I look around, do any of my teammates appear damaged?
Stick.
Snick stick. I would like to cast. Since I was standing by Snick stick, I'll cast Cure Wounds on him.
I am not near you.
Oh, you left.
I am 15 feet at minimum away from where we rolled initiative. Also, you have a guy on you, so you'd be casting while engaged.
Can you guys see a map with like us on it? Because I don't.
No, there is no map.
I'm
It's
playing
all
mental
theater of the
map
mind for this.
3D chess.
Okay,
This is theater of the mind.
Okay, did not realize you had moved that far away.
It's orcs. Snick ran off.
Okay, I'm actually gonna run after Stick. Like, just gonna fucking dip.
But okay.
All right, there's going to be an attack of opportunity.
I'm little.
Wow, he fucking missed.
And
Yeah,
also mounted on Noodles.
Yeah. I'm like, hi ho, Noodles. My teammate's hurt. Snickstick isn't calling for a medic, so I call for a medic on his behalf and then appoint myself the medic.
All right.
Yes, of course I do this out loud. I just hop on Snickstick and ride toward. I hop on Noodles and ride towards Snickstick, going, medic! That's me! I'm the medic!
Snickstick pauses his murderous rampage just to look over at you like, what the fuck?
Stop running.
The orc does also, because he's very confused at this, but he also sees a giant dog.
Whatever, he can die mad about it.
Snickstick just looks up to him and is like an orcish, just like, I'm as confused as you are, but if you fucking run away, I will hamstring you and turn you into lunch.
All right. So, make your heal, Haley.
Okay, I run up and I do it like a drive-by on Snickstick because it just says I just have to touch him. So I just run by and bitch slap Snickstick with, let's see, it is a D8 plus my spellcasting modifier.
Mm-hmm.
I just bitch slap Snickstick with 11 points of heals.
There you go, buddy. You got 11 points of heal. And as you're doing this, Noodles is going to take a bite at the big orc. And Noodles connects.
Oh, no.
He does 3 points. And what does this guy have? Oh, God. Well,
he nipped him.
Yes, he does. And this is 3. Well,
3 points is like the equivalent of the damage Sake did that time he bit through my hand.
With your ride-by attack, ride-by heal and Noodles ride-by bite, he bites at the orc's leg and pulls with all of his might. The orc is now on the ground prone because he failed his strength check to be knocked prone. And now it is on the remaining orc who is going to make a unprecedented intelligence check. That's exactly what he does. He turns around and runs. All that is left is the boss on the ground, and it is now top of round.
Snakestick just looks at the retreating orc and just shouts out in Orcish, "Don't run! You'll just die tired!"
He doesn't hear you. Keep going.
And Snakestick goes to coup de grace.
All right.
Uh, 11 and 27.
Both of them are going to hit because this guy's not going to be fighting this.
Total of 26.
And with that, he is dead. The fighting is over. The orcs are dead. Doodles is breathing heavily and wagging his tail now that the fighting is over.
Snakestick just comes over to Noodles and just pulls a piece of one of his pieces of dried jerky out and just tosses it to Noodles. He doesn't get close enough for Noodles to grab it. He knows better.
Number 24. Make me a reflex check.
Not great.
Number 24. You feel the lurch of your fateful steed Noodles as he leaps into the air to catch the thrown jerky. You didn't have a good enough grip, so you fall.
The fucking second number 24 hits the ground. She's like, "God damn it, Noodles, not again!"
Noodles just looks up at her, jerky in his mouth, tail wagging.
How many points of damage?
Take 4.
Okay. Number 24 falls on her already broken ribs. Number 24 is pissed. She calls out to Severian. Severian! I'm having a bad day. That's all, sir.
From the wagon, Mags just looks at all of you and says, "Are we done fucking around? Can we leave now?"
Admittedly, I came here to try to salvage what was left of the command tent before anyone else took it. So I had a reason to come here.
Let's not worry about the tent. It was destroyed. Let's just go.
I'm talking about the shit inside of it. You know.
What part of destroyed do you not understand?
All right, well, I'm never going to say no to killing orcs. I thought I was doing a service, trying to be helpful, but no, all right, I'm just going to get yelled at for trying to do my damn job. Fine, let's go.
I already have the paperwork out of the tent. Let's just go.
If we can pause for just a moment, I'm not quite done here. Number 24 picks up a rock from the ground and throws it at Carnage. Just like, yeah! All right, I'm done.
Oh, wait, hold on. There again. I need your help with something. And he just runs over and hops up on the back of Axel. He's like, all right, there should be a statue of an orc around here. Well, it's like over there. Emotions. Can you go over there with me really quick? You're big and strong.
Max just looks at both of you. It's like, you have 2 minutes. You all make it back to the disaster area that is a camp. There is no living bodies there. And as you're picking your way through, you do come across what looks to be a statued orc.
Ah, there's the bastard. All right. I want his head for reasons, magical reasons. Well, that's what I need you for. I don't know. Use your sword or something. I don't know. It's just
Upon closer inspection of said statued orc, he looks to be very damaged, and a good shove will do the job. Warhorse +4. He's struggling.
All right. I will assist to give you advantage.
Never mind. Now we will try this again. All right. Axel digs in and finally pulls, and the orc topples to the ground, shattering in pieces, with the head rolling forward.
Snickstick is off of Axel in a lightning flash and just snaps that head up, and he's like, "Thank you. We can go now." Yep, that was it. Thank you. Appreciate it. That's all I needed. I take a quick look around. The Templar is nowhere around us, is he?
Templar? No. Templar is nowhere around.
Damn it.
A lot of the gear that was there is destroyed from the initial wind buffet.
Fucking gods and shit doing their bullshit battles. Hey, that's, we're no longer on the army's
You two, make me a perception check.
23.
Hey, man, you never know. Okay, never mind. All right. Stick. As you're all leaving, you notice something sticking out of the ground.
Hello.
It looks very familiar to you.
Is it that axe?
No. It's a dagger.
Is it Nick dagger?
You know that it's Nick Newley's dagger.
I just grab that shit and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking kill Scooter with it.
Okay. You do notice, now that you have it in your hand and have a better look at it, you notice that engraved on the blade is a coiling snake.
I poke it, as only one can do.
Does nothing. Now, are you guys heading back to the rest of the group?
Yeah, I really just wanted the head.
Okay. You all make it back within the time limit, barring a few seconds, and Mags just ushers everything on, and you all start making your way. Now, this trek is going to take you at least a month to get there.
Eek.
But in that time, you all at least get to rest, recover, and actually sleep for once. And
barrel, sweet barrel.
And with this, we are going to end the session, and then we will pick back up, possibly in person. Not sure. And then it'll be a 2-year time gap. So congratulations, all of you, for surviving the horrible battle. Command of your troops. and the random orc assault. To make this better, all of you are now level 7 because of the sheer amount of fighting that you all went to.
Yay!
So, level up your characters. Be prepared for life not in the military anymore. And next session will be the start of a whole new group, a whole new set of adventures for the rest of you.
Yay!
All right. This has been the Vultyr Chronicles. I am your DM, Corey. I am joined by Zach as Sir Verrigan, Kenny as Snickstick, and Haley as number 24. Next time we will have a returning player and one more new character joining our group, and we get to see how the party reacts to the rest of them. All right, see everybody in 2 weeks.